Hello world. Let's see. I'm working with some new technology here, so I'm trying to get this little studio up and running. Okay. Got my chat window set up. Morning. Good Monday morning from Oklahoma. I'm going to try to get some work done today. Oops. Okay. Had to get my chat window caught up. So go to my eBay, switch windows. Oops. Nope, not that one. Main, there we go. Okay, I think we're set up now. My video I'm watching is a little bit lagged, so just gotta get used to it. So anyway, had a few sales this week. Roswell, the UFO cover-up, and it sold for $9.52. This is where I make the best money, is when I sell a bulk lot. So I sell most of my sales. People will buy 3 because there's a buy 2 get 1 free promo that runs all year long on my VHS stores. So anyways, they bought 3 for $16.48 and cost me about $5 or $6. So here, I'll just show you how I calculate kind of my profit. As you can go to the order, and let me move this over. I got a big TV in my way. Anyways, it sold for $16.48. After my eBay fees, sales tax, and the shipping label was $5.38. It left me with $6.18 profit. So I subtract 50 cents off for that for my mailer. So I made about what, $5.68 off of that order. So it's a good sale. I'll take $5 all day long. Okay. Yeah, you can kind of see it up there. Anyway, let's go back to my eBay selling. It's been kind of slow lately, but we haven't been putting a lot of time in on our eBay, so I thought I'd kick it back up. I try to do about 20 listings every 4 or 5 days, just to keep the store refreshed. We'll bounce over there to the store so you can see it. But yeah, kind of redid my store to just be vintage media. I'm going to add another featured category up here called Top Shelf, which is movies that are well beyond the $20 threshold. I have my buy two get one free promo only works for items $19.98 and less, so pretty much all your general release titles. But I do have movies listed that are well over, you know, the $19.98 range. So this was a good find the other day. It was Domino. It's a great movie. I watched it way back in the day on DVD, but yeah, really cool movie there. But it's kind of rare, so it's one of those 1998 movies. So make some good profit off that one. It only cost me about $5 all in on it, so make good $14-15 off that one title. So, and I imagine when people buy titles like this, they usually just buy one at a time. They don't buy one or buy two get one free, but it's cool. I'll take a $15 all day. I bought that for less than a dime. I bought a huge lot of it was probably 1,000 to 1,500 VHS tapes for, and then some shelving units, and it was $140. So this is kind of just my little experiment into high volume sales with eBay. So I've been selling eBay for well over probably 8 or 10 years. It's been a while, but it was always just random shit I'd find. You know, I'd find, I don't know, something at a garage sale, and I knew it would have a value. And it doesn't take long to make listings, and that's what I'm doing today. Is I'm just going to burn through some listings, kill some time. Got to go back to work tonight, so I got a little bit of things left to do around the house. I got a meeting this morning to go to for the city, and other than that, I got a couple hours to just sit here and do some listings. So if y'all want to hang out and stick around, just listen and kind of talk and walk you through what I'm doing, so you can kind of see my workflow. But before we do that, I want to bounce over to, I have a spreadsheet that I need to update with my sold items. So I'll go to paid and ship on my order menu and open a new tab here. I got a spreadsheet built on Google Sheets, and it is White Cheddar Sales Vintage Media Equipment and T-shirt spreadsheet. So all this is a general ledger of what's sold. So originally, when I started this project for my new eBay store, I decided to put $200 in investment into it. So of course 140 of that was that big lot, that 1,000-1,500 VHS tapes, and so that was 140 of it, and then I just added another 60 to that balance because I already had 400 or 500 VHS tapes sitting in my death pile just waiting to be listed. So I went ahead and added that, so I just roughly about $200. I also ordered some new labels for my Rollo printer because I knew, and some padded envelopes. So but anyways, I'm all in $200. So every time I have a sale, I come in here and I just list it on my general ledger of how much profit I made. So, and anytime I need to buy something like labels or whatnot, I'll debit it off. So this is pretty much just a running tally of how profitable this little side hustle is. Right now, I'm still in a negative $105. So I've had sales. This is about 6 months worth of, and I haven't been listing. I've been listing maybe once a month, or but I do have a couple 200-300 VHS listings now. So my plan is to just on my days off do a couple hour live stream, list 20-30 tapes every 4 or 5 days. So maybe I have noticed that the more you list, the more sales you get for that week. So seems like every time I list, I'll immediately have sales the next 2 or 3 days. So it makes sense to me to go ahead and just list every 4 or 5 days and make money. So last update was April 30th, so I need to go back and find that sale. And see, we've sold other things, but I'm not counting those. I'm only going to count VHS and tapes and stuff on the new store. So this ledger is simply for the new store, even though we do sell other things. Queen Lizzie has a lot of listings on here as well. So let's see, the last sale in April 30th, I think it was. It's probably this one, Demolition Man, 25, 20, somewhere around there. Nope. Yeah, I think that we already have that one. Heroes have always been cowboys. Well, let's just go look at this one. So it was 3 tapes I sold, and 1330 minus 50, it was about 1273, 1283. Yeah, I got that one. And then I sold a single tape, which would have been, go back, which would have been My Heroes Have Always Been Cowboys. So that one just was a single tape that sold, only made whatever, 83 cents. So we'll go up and we'll find the next tapes that have sold, which would be, I sold 3 tapes here. We'll look at the, and it looks like the customer paid $15.86 after my eBay fees, shipping label, and sales tax left me with $6.75. I'm going to subtract 50 cents off that, so we made 6 1/4. So we'll put this, I think it was May 2, and VHS, so it was a lot of 3, and we made $6.25 profit. Okay, so woohoo! I'm now officially under $100, negative $98.86. Let's keep going here. Go back to our orders. Let's see, those were some pants. Okay, then we sold another lot on May 21. So the customer paid $24.94 after sales tax, transaction fees, $3.26 on fees for selling 3 videos. It's kind of eBay getting greedy. And then the shipping label costs a little bit more because I do media mail, so it goes by the pound. 1 pound is $4.63, 2 pounds is like $5.38, and then it goes, so each pound you go up, it goes up like 50 cents or so. So anyways, we made $8.82 profit, so subtract 50 cents, that would be $8.32 profit. So this was May 21st, and it was a VHS times 3, and how much was that? What did I say? $8.32 profit. Okay, so down to $90.54 negative. Keep going, and it looks like, what else do we got? Okay, June 5th, we had another 3 lot set. Customer paid $22.94 after everything. There was $6.18 profit, so subtract 50 cents, that would be $5.68. What day was this? June 5. June 05. And it was 3 VHS. And we made $5.68. Alright, getting closer, $84 in the hole. And we had another sale on June 5th. It was just for a single VHS. I hope we didn't lose money on it. That'd be embarrassing. Right. Hold on just a second. Okay. Let's see what that one was. That one. It was a good movie. I can't remember. Oh, it was the Roswell UFO cover-up. They paid $9.52 for it. So $9.52. The customer was all in for free shipping, and for that one movie, they charged me $2.33 for one tape on my eBay fee. I don't get it. I sold 3 earlier, and it was what, $1? Or is $3 for 3 of them? So I don't get these transaction fees at eBay. I don't know. I don't know why they do it like that. I don't know. So anyways, I made $2.02 each track, 50 cents. I made $1.52 off that one tape. So it ain't much, just nickels and dimes, but it's kind of fun to do and to keep track of it. So 83, so made some good headway the past month or two. But like I said, I don't spend a whole lot of time doing this, but when I do, it's fun. So let's go back to eBay. And I want to go back and look at my store. So I want to see how many listings I got so far. So vintage media category is where I put all my VHS tapes, and it's showing, go down the bottom here, 5 pages, 48. Let's just see all of them. I could go to listings in my seller and put in a SKU number, but I kind of want to see what my store's looking like. Come on now. I got some old internet here, so if I'm coming through pretty clear, cool. Scroll all the way down. Looks like, I don't know. Let's just do it the other way, because I'm curious now. So I'll go to my seller hub and pull up listings. Okay. So I have 600 listings total on all of my eBay on this account. I have a couple other accounts, but we're going to put categories, store category, and I'm going to go down here to vintage media and VHS. Okay, looks like I got 207 listed so far. Like I said, usually when I sit down and do this, it's 20, 30 VHS tapes at a time. So, and I did do, I think, like 10 or so earlier in the week, just messing around. So, okay, so now to get to the listing, the first tape up on deck is going to be this, The Beguiled with Clint Eastwood. So I'm going to type in Beguiled VHS. So looks like there's 50 listed. We're going to go down here to sold and completed to see maybe if it's a rare tape, see if it's selling for a little bit higher or whatnot. So one sold for $9.13. It was brand new, pre-owned, $9 on a buy two get one free. Oh wait, that's Navigator. Doesn't look like any of these are sold. Nope, 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 nope. So since I can't find one that's been sold within the last 90 days, I'm probably not going to list this tape. But let's go back. Brand new, pre-owned. You know, there's some that are listed $6.99 plus $4.63. So trying to sell it for over $10. That's $16 for brand new. About $11, but I just don't think they're selling. Yeah, why not? Let's just list it. Let's just get it in the. Let's just get it in there. $6 at a movie sale, previewed. So anyway, we're gonna hit. It says have one to sell. Sell now. Okay. So it copied the title and all their information and stuff over. I've already taken pictures of all my tapes. I usually will sit down and come on now. I'll copy these. This computer's lagging a little bit. Okay. Drag and drop. There we go. And then I always throw in these two pictures of how they come packaged and my logo. Throw those on there. So it's already got a title here, but I go through and kind of, I have a certain way I like to label my movies. It's the title of the movie. And then I put a dash, caps lock, VHS, then I put the year. And delete their mess. I'll probably leave Clint Eastwood on there. Sometimes it's just you put a random little something in the title, but then I'm going to put free shipping. And I put buy two get one free. So every one of my listings I try to make look exactly like from the title to the pictures. So there's no question it's a white cheddar sale on eBay on the listings. And then in the custom label, I'm going to do VHS box A2 because that's where the tape is going to be stored. And I'll show you how I store my tapes here. Switch over to a full view. See if it will. Whoops. Let me switch over. So these are my boxes that I store VHS tapes in. They're just normal banker boxes, but I cut them down to 6 inches in height, which is you know how tall your tapes are. So it gives it a pretty good storage, and VHS tapes fit perfectly in there. So these are tapes I recently listed. So when you cut a box down like this, it'll store 22 VHS tapes. So I labeled it. Each box I have has a SKU on it, VHS box A2. So these stack up real nicely. I can do 5 high, so I got about 100 tapes, 100 and whatever, 10 tapes, something like that, in 5 boxes. So really compact storage, which is what you need for listing media. You want it well organized and easy to find the tapes that you sell. So I can walk right to my storage and find the tapes within 2 minutes, you know, of doing it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got enough room for 7 tapes in there, so go back to Chrome and close these windows. Work on this listing. It goes a lot faster once you kind of get into the workflow. But for now, I'm just kind of getting it, making sure all my categories, VHS on eBay, title looks good. It's an MCA video. I try to fill in as much as I can on here. I really want the most quality listing, my quality of listing to stand above all the other 50 listings of this tape in eBay, and I try to keep it at the top of their, when somebody searches for movies, say they search for Clint Eastwood, you know, I kind of like my listing to be right up there at the top. I don't do any promotions right now. It's something I might look at in the future. But you can tell from my general ledger we did earlier that it's just, there's not a whole lot of margin in these tapes, so you really don't want to give up 21% of your margin. Just, you know, they sell. They'll eventually sell. They might sit in that box and sit on a shelf for a year and a half, but with my system I've developed, they'll eventually sell. So my plan's to get, you know, my plan this year was for 10,000 listings, which I'm not going to even get close unless I really get busy on listing on my days off. So and I'll have to of course buy some more. I probably have 2,000 or 3,000 vintage media items to get listed, so you know that's going to take some time. Just so maybe my goal should be 1,000 listings, you know, this year. Get 1,000 vintage media tapes, DVDs, CED discs, SelectaVision, you know, laser disc, CD, cassettes. Get all this vintage media listed, so then sales will start popping in every day and through this system I'm working. So anyway, back to this listing. What it was rated R, I think. Yeah, rated R. And I always like to put if it's a formal rental or not, which this one is not. So okay, so it's just a general tape. So what I do is I'll copy my title, and a lot of copy pasta in my method here, so I'll paste that. And then I have this is my store policies with eBay. It's just in a Word document, so I highlight it all and I'll copy that. I'll go back to my listing and paste it, maybe paste it. So yeah, it lists, you know, my store policies. It starts off with no mold or other abnormalities to the tape itself, and it says please view all photos of the item before considering purchase. So I really want people to, I take good pictures, so I really want them to look at, you know, the case. I have a picture of the tape. There's no mold, you know, so they know that they're getting a quality item. And then after that, it just says this item's being sold as is or pre-owned. Of course, if anybody's not happy with anything I sell them, I always refund, and they don't even have to send that back. I just, you know, want to take care of the customer. So and I very rarely have people have a problem with what I sell. So store policies, pretty much the free shipping, buy 2 VHS or DVD and you get 1 free, so that really helps. Shipping, everything's free shipping to the lower 48 states. Only sell in the 48 states, so it makes it real easy to send media mail. If they have a bigger bulk order, we could possibly get cheaper shipping through UPS, but they'd have to buy, it'd be like 50 tapes, you know, or a big lot of tapes, which I might do in the future. So anyways, I got my listing here for this movie. I need to do the condition, which I always put them as good unless they're new. And then my notepad, I have a little text prompt here to copy over. It just says GUC, which stands for good used condition. Please view all photos and description before considering purchase. And then of course at the end it says good used condition. That just kind of lets them know. that this tape's been reviewed. It looks good. So the buy it now price on all my just commons is what I call them. If you ever collected baseball cards and whatnot, you can rank things into common, rare, you know. But all my commons are just $7.48. It's just, I'll make like 50 cents to $1, you know, depending on eBay fees. So I don't allow offers on my tapes because I run promotions. It'll ship for under £1, and then I offer free shipping, $4.63. So then I hit list, and the tape goes into the inventory. So I double check, I look at view listing, and title looks good. See how that buy two get one free pops right there on it. That's and then it has the price. I got good pictures here. They can actually, you know, look at the back of the tape, see how they can tell. Well, the box is a little worn, but it's in good condition. You know, I really want my customers to be able to look. There's no mold on that. And of course, this is how it's going to come. It's going to come in a padded envelope, and of course my logo on there. So yeah, that's generally that's. And then it has my custom label, and then the buy two get one free. So that's pretty much how I do it. It doesn't take long. I'll show you. Let me exhale, and I'll show you how quickly you can go through one. Next tape up is going to be Forever Young. So Mel Gibson movie. So we're going to type Forever Young VHS. There's 340 listed. We're going to go to the sold comps. This is probably just going to be a common. So 748 tape. So new. Okay, here's a pre-owned one. Man, they sold it for $3.76 with free delivery. They lost money on that deal. So let me keep going here. It's really not selling. Guns. So anyway, we'll sell one like this. We'll just get it listed, get it put in inventory, and somebody might add it in with their buy two get one free. That happens a lot with these common movies. Is they buy one or two movies that they want, but then they have to hunt for a third movie to add to their collection. So that's really who I'm aiming for, is VHS collectors who are just looking for their favorite tapes from over the years. So I'm going to copy those. Oops. And I'll copy these two. And it is VHS 93. We'll leave the Mel Gibson in there, but we'll delete everything else. And we'll do free shipping. And buy two, get one free. Okay, let's go ahead and copy the title. Add the box A2 is where it's going. Categories are right. Forever Young is Warner. Language, English. Just try to click off a few dozen of these. Formal rental. Nope. Okay, so we got all that down. Put the title here. Copy our policy. And then it's going to be in good condition. We'll copy our text in there. It's going to sell for $7.48 with free shipping, and list it. So see, that didn't take long. That only took maybe a minute and a half. So you could really get 20 done in an hour if you'll just sit there and focus and do it. So I like to bullshit though, and I might get up and get some more coffee or whatnot. So I really don't keep track, but you could do 20 an hour pretty easy. Yep, looks good. Free shipping. And that one is listed. Next up we got the Flintstones. So let's go up here. We'll type in Flintstones VHS. They have 1994 on there, but let's take that off. Okay, it looks like it's this one right here. Pre-owned, $6. So it's a common. But sometimes I can get away with doing 50 cents higher on a common if it looks like a lot of them have sold. So that's why I always check the sold comps, because if it's sold 10 of these in the last 90 days, then I might try to snag an extra 50 cents on it. It'll eventually sell. That one they lost money on. This one sold for $8.29. See what I'm saying? They did $3.29 plus $5 shipping, which is $8.29. But after, you know, so they probably made a little bit, but it's a buy two get one. So we'll go ahead and do sell one like this. And grab my pictures. Gotta delete the previous movie I listed. And my computer's gonna hang up. Oh my goodness. Come on now. Cancel that. Cancel that, Ghost Rider. It's still trying to. I just have no patience for it this morning. There it goes. But this computer I bought for $20 at a garage sale, so. And it's specifically just set up to do eBay. And it has my printers hooked up to it and my print shop software, which isn't nothing real heavy on the data or on the RAM. Okay, Flintstones VHS. What year is this? I think it was 98. 94. Okay. And see, I'm going to put in here, I'm going to put original. And then free shipping. And buy two. Voila. Copy that. Put it in box 2, A2. Flintstones, it was Universal. Comedy. It's in English. John Goodman. G and L looks good. Formal rental. Nope. It's pretty good. Okay, so title. Copy the store policy. Good condition. Good used condition. We're going to sell for $7.48. I'm not going to get greedy on this one because the case looks a little, it's got a little bit of, so you know. Just trying to be fair. missed it. Okay. Another one in. I think I got 4 more to do, then I'll take a little break and go get a cigarette probably. This is a good one. This is American Ninja 2. And this was an original release from Video Treasures. 1987. I remember watching this. I was 7 years old when this came out. The original tape. I played it earlier. I didn't watch the whole movie, but I watched a couple fighting scenes on it. So hopefully this one's a little bit more of a rare one, but we'll see. Okay, there's 73 listed. It's not looking too rare at the moment. We'll go to the sold comps. Okay. So that one sold for $12, but it was a brand new tape. Brand new 13. Here's a pre-owned one though. That's American Ninja 1 and 2. Here we go. 4, so about 7. It's pretty much a common tape. I'm gonna go ahead and try to do $7.98 on it, just because you see how that listing, it didn't look that great. Your listings will make your stuff sell better if you build a system to do it and you make it look good, make it look like a quality product. Why would you not? You're already doing it. I want people to know that my listings look the same, consistent, routine. They'll have no problems ordering and buying from White Cheddar. It's the name of the game. American Ninja 2. VHS. What year was that? 87, I said. I'm going to put out of print, and I'm going to put rare. And free shipping. Buy 2 get 1 free, baby. You got to give the customer some value. That's going to go in box A2. And copy that. Categories right. It was Video Treasures. We'll put action adventure. Language is English. See, they got an actor. It wasn't Michael Dudikoff. Michael Dudikoff. Just, you know. Rating, it looks like it was rated R. This was right when they started rating movies, so kind of crazy. It's NTSC and it is not a formal. Let's go back to this leading role, Michael Dudikoff. See, my listing, just by entering these, is setting above all the other people listing this movie. And it is not a formal rental. That's why I said their listing looked kind of whack. So I'm going to list this one for a little bit more. I'm going to list it for $7.98, make an extra 50-cent cheddar. Why not? We'll even bold this. That bold is what's going to make it sell. Good use condition. Put that on there. I'm going to do $7.98. And everything's still the same, free shipping. And listed. Put it in inventory. But yeah, look at that listing. It looks good. You got your buy two, get one free right there. Out of print, rare, just taglines to help it sell. But yeah, you do the title, then you do it's a VHS 9887, and we're trying not to waste space because you only get 80 characters on your title. So then out of print, rare, and then it's got the free shipping, buy two get one free. Just their eyes go right to that eye level, you know, right there at the top of her. So good pictures, good picture of the back. They know what they're buying, you know. So good listing. And that'll be around $1.50 profit if they just buy it itself. So next up we got Patch Adams VHS. So I don't remember watching this. I kind of think I remember watching it. I think he was a doctor that went to a small town, and you know, Robin Williams. He's just a kind of funny character. So anyway, let's go to sold. There's 700 of these listed, so it's gonna be a common. Always check my sold comp. So yeah, 748. This guy's got to buy two get three free on his tapes, but pretty much doing the same game I am. So I'll just copy his listing and edit it. So delete those and copy those four. Copy those two pictures. Patch Adams, VHS 99. That's probably why I didn't watch it. It was a year after I graduated. I was into other things. I'm going to put Robin Williams on here, in case anybody's looking for Robin Williams movies on VHS. Free shipping. Buy two, get one free. Okay, we'll copy that. Box A2. This one has a UPC on it, so it's a drama, language, English, actor, Robin Williams. See, I don't know why sometimes they don't even take the time to put, you know, the cast and stuff in there. And it's not even tool. Okay, so copy my title, store policy. It is in good condition. It's really in good condition. That's a good tape. But all my tapes and VHS DVDs, I buy 25 cents is the max I'll pay for a tape. So usually it's a nickel or a dime when I buy them as lots, what it comes out to. But you have to buy, you make all your money at this on your buying. So so yeah, I don't have a lot of money tied into these tapes. Just my time. $7.48 common price. Still make 50 cents to $1. And list it. If you guys have any questions, just chime in. I've seen a few people come and go on here. Oh, this is a good movie. If you remember this one, Outbreak. Dang monkeys gave us the COVID. I don't know what they call the virus in this movie. I can't remember, but it was from monkeys. I remember they were going to nuke a town or something like that. The military was. So it's pretty exciting. It's a thriller. So let's check. See if it Outbreak VHS. And there's 300 listed, so that's not a whole lot listed. Maybe this was a limited print kind of one, but we'll see how many have sold. I'm sure there's some good sold comps. Yeah, pre-owned, sold for $8.63. Pre-owned $7.50. Okay, I think we can get $7.98 out of this one. Yeah, let's try $7.98. So going to copy. And copy my other two pictures. And I'm going to put Dustin Hoffman. I'm going to put hard to find on there too, HTF. Just why not? Oops. Nice looking title. It is going to go in box A2. Outbreak. It's from Warner Brothers, Warner Home Video. English. Actor Dustin Hoffman, Morgan Freeman. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Paste title. Get my store policy. Paste it. Let's make this bold here. Okay, condition is good. Add our disclaimer. And we're going to do $7.98 because it's a cool movie. And we're going to do free shipping. And list it. Good movie. Alright. Got room for one more in box A2. It is Sleeping with the Enemy. Julia Roberts. So nice. This is a premium series tape, so it's got a real good picture to it. So let's go to Sleeping with the Enemy VHS. Ooh, look at that, they sold a combo. So 350, so not a whole lot of them listed. And sold comps, 12 sold, so it has a sell-through rate. So we'll do $7.98 on this one. And it looks like it's a premium selection. Right here. So brand new, that one sold for like 12. Let's see if I can find a used one. No, but we'll do this one. What year was this? Uh, 1991. Okay, 1991. I like to put the year on there because some people are looking for early 90s, late 90s movies, you know, from when their childhood was, movies they remember. So I try to put the year on there, it's important. Again, just adds to quality. So let's copy those. So I only take 4 pictures of the actual product, but it's enough to show the quality, and it doesn't waste a lot of time taking pictures. Okay, Sleeping with the Enemy dash with the VHS tape, 1991, so early 90s. See if we can get Julia Roberts' name in there. I don't know. May not have enough space. Because I always put free shipping on the title and buy 2 get 1 free. Nope, not quite enough space in there, so we'll have to delete that part of it. Okay. I'm going box A2. Movie title. Sleeping with the Enemy. And genre, we'll put drama. Language English. Actor is Julia Roberts. I think it's rated R. Yep, rated R. NTSC, and it is not a foreign. Special features, you can put its premiere series if you want. Oops. Because it says that, you know, anything it says, like, if you can add that stuff into your listing. I don't know if it helps or not, but again, it just adds to the quality. So, title, got the stored policy, make that bold. In good condition. I inspect every tape or DVD I sell, so I have no problems putting this disclaimer on all my listings. And it's just a common, so $7.48 and free shipping. Okay. There we go. So now that box is full. So yeah, looks good. So yeah. So now, you know, I got this box full. That's what it looks like when it's full. It's 22 listings, so if you figured $1 profit on each one of them, that's $22 in profit. Let's see. Well, I guess we can do one more, because like, if you look at this one, this is box A1, and I sold the tape earlier this week. So actually, I sold the tape earlier this week, so there's a spot, so we can go ahead and list one more, then add it to box A1. It's got some good movies in there. It's got like Cocoon, American Pie, Apocalypse Now. That was a great movie. Terminator 2 is in there. Shoot, that whole box has some bangers in it. In the Army Now, Pauly Shore has a good movie. So, oh, and sometimes you'll get, you know, you pick up tapes that are double taped, and the reason these boxes work good for inventory is because you can actually put the double tapes in there as well. So I'm gonna wait for a new box to list that one. That's the Deer Hunter. But oh, here's a good one. Coal Miner's Daughter. It's a good classic movie from a lot of people's childhoods, you know. So we'll go ahead and put that one in there, in the box A1. Coal Miner's Daughter. VHS. Whoops. Well, there's one. I probably shouldn't put that apostrophe in there. See what that does. eBay has a weird... Oop, I misspelled coal, that's why. Yeah, Coal Miner's Daughter. VHS. eBay's been real particular about how you type in, but I've had good success with the way that I make my titles and it coming up on their list. So 314 of those listed, so about average. That's usually what you're competing against, is around 300. Brand new, sold for $748. So yeah, it's just going to be a common. This looks like a good listing to copy. Okay, so delete that last film and copy these 4. Those 2. Okay, Coal Miner's Daughter. VHS 1990. I'm going to put on here, I'm going to put Loretta Lynn. I think we can make it fit. It's a good movie. It's a great movie. You know, early, or, you know, 70s culture in America. Ooh, very close, but it fit. Exactly 80 characters, which is good. You always want to try to fill your title slot up as big as you can. So copy the title. It's going to go into box A1, not A2. This is from MCA, biography, English, Tommy Lee Jones, G. Okay, so it's got a good description on there, so we're going to paste that. Store policy. Right there. Okay, going to list that. It is in good condition. Copy my disclaimer. We'll go 748. Off of free shipping. And list it. View this listing. Bam! Easy money. Easy money. So now we got both box A1 and A2 filled back up. So I'm going to have to take a little break. But before I do that, if you want to check out kind of what my listings look at, check this out. You just type in VHS. Hit enter. It's going to show the newest listings, right, on eBay. So we'll just start scrolling and let me know what you think about my listing when it comes up. So you got all these other listings. Oh, looky there. So it kind of stands out compared to the other ones. So keep scrolling. Let's see. Oh, looky there. Look how these listings, look how good those look. You know, it's got the movie name, year, every one of them buys free shipping, buy 2 get 1 free. And it's also got the free delivery, 2 to 4 days on it. So that's what I'm saying about making your listings kind of stand out amongst the other ones. So I sold Billy Madison the other day. I sold one of those. It's been a minute. Empire Records was a good movie. But this guy's buy 2 get 1 free, which, you know, he could do a little bit better job on his presentation. So, you know, let's click on his. He's trying to sell for $13.49 for used tape. I don't think he'll get that. But Ruby Dills does really well. I kind of mimicked a lot of my stuff off of their eBay store, so I'm gonna give them a little shout out right here, because Empire Records is a good movie. I bet it does sell for that. So they kind of like me, you know, they know how to price their shit right. And this store was one of the, when I decided to do this eBay and the VHS stuff, I kind of built my model around theirs. So let's watch their video. So pretty much, yeah, kind of the same setup I do. A bunch of tapes. I keep all mine out in my barn. That's why I created this eBay deal, is because, or this VHS model, is it's going to pay for remodeling my barn. Need a lot of work done. So yeah, they have kind of the same thing I got going on. They're newly listed. They break their categories down into fantasy, sci-fi, horror, kids, family. So they got a little bit better store. Why do they have Starship Troopers under comedy? That's one of the greatest sci-fi movies of the 90s. The greatest sci-fi movie of the 90s. It's not comedy. It's sci-fi. But anyway, now I'm curious. I'm going to have to write them a letter and be like, why? I'm writing them a letter. Just out of curiosity. Because that's one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time. And they got it under comedy. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they just messing with cheddar today. I don't know. But anyway. So anyway, yeah, they got a really good store. I got so sidetracked there. But that's what happens. That's what happens. So yeah, there's my listings, other people's listings. You can see the difference. Quality product and dependable service. You know, my shipping, it's all great. Man, they do a lot of listing though. Just because, like Ruby, I know their listings right here. I know they're up at the same time I am, you know. So I need to get in contact with them, and just when I do these listings. So now I know that they're awake at, you know, what is it, 6 o'clock in the morning is when I'm recording this. So anyways, guys, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to put a little jazz music on for you, go smoke a cigarette, get some more coffee, and I need to make another box for, I need to make a box A3, so I'll do that, and I'll be back in a minute. Oh my goodness. Did the music stop? Looks like it. But, let's change this setting. And let's loop it. Look at there. There we go. Alright, be right back. Okay, I'm back. Got the refill of coffee. Got a new box. These are the boxes I'm talking about. You buy them from Walmart. I think it's $18.50 for 10 of them. So you're looking at like $1.87 a piece. So they're real simple. You just take the lid off and you gotta kind of fold them up. This side. This really helps preserve your tape so, and it keeps the mold. Keeps any mold or anything bad from manufacturing. So fold those in. It's really not that hard. It's really not. Okay. So yeah, you fold the lid. Now the box, I'm not going to fold it up yet because I actually have to make like 6-inch markings on here. Then draw a line across it and cut off this excess to make the box 6 inches tall. Because right now it's like, I don't know, what, 12 inches tall or whatever. Which you could store tapes like that. You could probably store 44 tapes if you just left it as a whole banker box. But these tapes weigh about a pound each, a little under a pound. So if you put 40 something tapes in this box, you're looking at like a 40-pound box. And I'm getting old. I don't want to be lifting up 40-pound boxes. So 22 tapes, you're looking at about 20 pounds. So a little bit easier on my back. But I'll go ahead and list these last. I got another 8 or 10 listings here, and then we'll call it a day and get back to the other stuff I got to do today. So yeah, it's the 1st of June, so our garden's been going crazy. Of course, it's been raining like crazy in Oklahoma, so I've been having to mow on my days off the yard and trim free growth and compost, and there's just always something to do on my days off. So I've been really busy. I work 4 days overnights normally as a truck driver. So on my 2 days off, it's actually like about a 50-hour break, 52-hour break. So I only have so much time I really want to work, but I try to put in 70 hours a week with my job and this and gardening and everything else. So 70, 80-hour a week. Just stay busy. Just staying busy. So let's go back to eBay and we're going to type in Deer Hunter. I've never watched this movie. I've heard good things, but I've never seen it. It's a Robert De Niro classic. Okay, so 750 of them listed, so there it is. Let's go to sold. Doesn't look like it's sold. Oh, there's one that sold. It only sold for $780, so I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and we'll list it for $748. Who knows? So let's delete Coal Miner's Daughter. And we'll put in Deer Hunter. The Deer Hunter. Okay. Deer Hunter. VHS. Let's delete all that. VHS 1991. 2 tapes. And we'll put De Niro. Free shipping. And buy 2, get 1 free. There we go. Exactly 80 characters. Okay, and this time under our box, we're going to put A3. That's going to be our new box. It's A3. So categories are right. This all looks right. It is not a formal rental, I don't believe. Nope. So all that looks good. Put our title. And I'm going to copy our store policy. At the end of my policy, I put to, like, the last line is that White Cheddar sales, we want every customer to enjoy their purchase. If you're not satisfied with your purchase, please reach out to us and we'll make it right every time. So that's just adds to the dependable service that we're trying to add with this store. So quality product, dependable service. It's that easy. People will buy your shit. We're just gonna put 1 pound. I don't know. I'm gonna weigh it. I'm gonna weigh it. So it's only 14 ounces, so it is under a pound. A pound, of course, is 16 ounces. So I think with the packaging and everything, we'll still be right at a pound, just maybe a little under. So I'm just going to do a pound on that and list it. Cha-ching, cha-cha-cha-ching. Oh, looks like something's missing or invalid. What did we forget? Oh, item condition. So that is our little 1-line disclaimer. Okay, price is good. Okay. list it. Again, look at our listing. Deer Hunter 91, 2 tapes, De Niro, free shipping, buy 2 get 1 free. Got some good pictures of the tapes. Cover. All good. Gravy. Looking gravy. Alright, next up, one of my wife's favorite movies, Queen Lizzie. This really is a good movie. It reminds me of my Grandma V. But it's Breakfast at Tiffany's. Audrey Hepburn classic. Breakfast at Tiffany's VHS. 490 results. Look at that, Ruby got one listed. So they're selling theirs for $9. Let's look at the sold comps. Just curious. The sold comparables is when I say sold comps. Okay, it looks like that one sold for $6.63. So my copy is, it looks like an original copy. Let's see if I can find one. It's this one right here. So, yep, it looks like 5, 6, 7, 8, 69. We'll try, we'll do 848. No, we'll do 798. You know, it's got a little scuff on the cover, and it's not perfect, so yeah, we'll do 798. It's a good movie though. I watched this actual tape. It was in our collection. And packaging. Breakfast at Tiffany's. VHS 61. We'll put the 2001 release. We'll put free shipping. Oh, wait, before we do that, let's put classic. That's another title I like to use. Free shipping. Buy 2 get 1 free. $80 characters. And it is in box A3. It is Paramount. In English. Actor is Audrey Hepburn and Humphrey. Nope. Just Audrey Hepburn. It's fine. Not rated. Ooh, doesn't look like it. Anyway, it was not a rental. Always check though, because sometimes you buy tapes that were at an old video rental store like Mom's Gas and Grocery Videos, and they'll have their own little personal logo. It's not as easy as checking the side of it for like a Blockbuster or Mega Movies or whatever logo. Okay. Put our title in. Store policy. It's in good condition. And we're set $7.98. £1, free shipping, and list it. Easy money. Alright, next up we got Vampires. And this is a classic horror movie from James Wood. And I think is John Carpenter on this one? Can't remember. Anyway, classic vampire movie. VHS. Yeah, John Carpenter. Yeah. Oop, not Vampire's Kiss. Just Vampires VHS. So it says 5,600 listings, but it's coming up with a lot of other vampire movies, so kind of hard when it's a single word title. But we should be able to find one here. Maybe. Lost Boys. I sold one of those. That was a good seller. You come across one of those. Lost Boys. Dust Till Dawn always does good. You know what? I'm not seeing any sold. Keep looking. Keep looking. Let's just go back to the regular listings. Like there's one right there, Vampires 99. We'll click on it. And sell now. I really like the front cover art too. It's just a good classic VHS. It'd be perfect for anybody's collection. Especially if they collect horror movies, which is a big genre of VHS collectors. It's just I don't really come across very many horror movies anymore. I do, but they usually sell like ASAP. People, that's the main category of VHS is horror, and then you got sci-fi behind it. So those generally sell pretty quick. But I sell it all because it all sells. So, okay, got my title. I'm gonna put VHS 1999. It's a good year. And I'm gonna put John Carpenter. And then free shipping. Buy two, get one free. It's going to go in the box A3. Okay, categories are looking good. It was... Who made this dang tape? What studio? Columbia. Wow. And horror, vampires, it's in English. Actor, James Wood. Woods. I don't know why you'd keep an S on the end of your last name. Like my last name's Cobb. Brian Cobbs. You know? I don't know. Maybe I would if it was my name. Formal real, no. Okay. Copy the title. Store policy. And disclaimer on conditions. Paste. I'm gonna sell this one for a little bit higher. I'm gonna go $8.48. No, I'm gonna do $8.98. Screw it. I'm gonna try to sell it for $9. Let's just see. You can always go down on price, but you know, if I get a lot of people looking at it but not buying it, then I might drop it a nickel or run a promo. But might as well start high, right? And list it. View the listing. Ooh, look at that sexy movie. That looks good. It's got the dudes with crossbows, some spears. I think I remember this movie. I think they had like a final showdown at a church against some demons of the night. Looks good. Hopefully that one sells. Okay, next we got Beyond the Stars. This is an older movie. Looks like from an in-house studio. It's got Martin Sheen. And that looks like, what's his name? Christian Slater. Huh. Yeah, there it is, Beyond the Stars. Of course, my copy is a little faded. Mine looks like this right here. That one's not selling for very much. But look at their listing, you know. That's not a great picture. I mean, it's an okay picture, but it's not professional looking. So, let's go to sold comps and see. I'm sure it's sold. 4, 5, 6, 748, 750. Yeah, we'll just keep it 748. Let's see, it's this one. Crazy. Crazy. We're almost there. We're getting down towards the end. VHS. What year was this? Oh my goodness. 1989. And I'm going to put on here, I'm going to put original. Original release. Oops. Don't know if it'll fit. Hey, just barely. It's going to go into box 83. It's really important to keep track of your inventory. I've gotten 2 negative feedbacks this year, and they were both because items couldn't be found in inventory, and I had to refund them. That's not good. Studio is... What studio is this? International Video, IVE. International Video Entertainment. Martin Sheen, Christian Slater, that all looks good. Formal rental, no. Okay, title. Store policy. Dang it. Okay, it's in good condition. Okay, and what I say? Let's do 798. Why not? It's a little bit rare. It's a little bit older. Free shipping and list it. Alright, Steven Seagal. This guy's kind of a weird dude. If you followed his career and his social history, it's kind of weird. But yep, that listing looked good. Beyond the Stars, sci-fi, maybe we'll do something. This movie is called Out of Reach. Out of Reach. And it looks like it was a rental. Yep, movie gallery. So it's an old rental. Out of Reach VHS. 20 results, so not a popular one. Let's just see if it's sold. Maybe somebody collects Steven Seagal. Yep, 3 sold. About that. 3 of them sold. And there's mine right there. So I guess there's people who collect Steven Seagal. So that one sold for 4, 5, 6, 7, 780. This one sold for 863. So actually got a good price for it. We'll do $798. No, we'll do 7. Yeah, we'll do $798. Because it's got a really good case to it. It is a formal rental. Sometimes on formal rentals, the tracking's not real great on it, so the picture's not as good quality, but this one looks like it wasn't rented a whole lot, but it's in pretty good shape. I usually don't watch the videos ahead of time, even though I put on there like it's good, but I always, before I mail the movies out to the customer, I'll pop it in my VCR and watch a few scenes just to make sure the picture quality's there and there's no problem with the tape. So I do that right before I mail it out. If I got time. Sometimes I haven't, but so far so good. I try to test view every tape. It's just how much time do you want to spend for 80-cent profit, you know? But there, it adds to the quality in service. The VHS 2004, and I'm gonna put Steven Seagal. Oops. Seagal. Free shipping. Buy 2, get 1 free. Perfecto. Okay, box A3. Okay, it's got the barcode on there. Out of Reach from Columbia TriStar. It's after they merged. Language is English. Actor Steven Seagal. And this time under formal rentals, I'm going to go ahead and put yes, because it was a Mega Movies. It's a Oklahoma chain or Southwest chain, I guess. I don't know. Put a movie title. I recopied my store. Okay, copy that. Good. I'm going to put it's good condition. Okay. $7.98. Sounds good. It's a rough economy. Gotta get that cheddar. But yeah, all the money I make off this eventually is going to go back into this business. So whether it's buying new inventory or upgrading my storage facilities, new equipment, I need to get a DVD cleaner. It's a machine that you put the disc into and it cleans it. I've seen other YouTubers using that or eBay sellers using that for their disc sales. So My son sells a lot of video games on his eBay account. I'm doing DVDs. I really haven't got into listing DVDs because I wanted to get 1,000 of these listed first and then jump into the DVD sales, which is the exact same setup, just a different category. So, but yeah, all the profit I make is going to go back into this business. It's not going to make any money for a while, but it's kind of like a retirement gig. If I end up having 30,000 items in inventory, all with $1 profit attached to them, in the system, it's like having $30,000 sitting in a vault. So I'll use it kind of like a retirement fund or vacations or something like that after I get the barn and the studio redone. So a lot of work to do out there, but we'll get there a little at a time. Man, that looks really good. That's a good looking listing right there. Good cover photo. So anyway, that one will sell. Into the box you go. Got 3 more left. I got a really good movie here, so I'm hoping this one will sell for a pretty good chunk of change. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how many are listed. Whoops. And this movie is the original Stargate movie with Kurt Russell and James Spader. A classic sci-fi. If you're into sci-fi movies, this one is definitely a good one. So, and it built a whole genre around traveling through these Stargate movies, TV shows. Really classic. So I got 600 listed, which is fine. There's other, but this looks like an original release one from '95, and you can tell because it still has the original studios logo on there. It was released in '94. I was 14 years old when this came out, and it was a great movie. So yeah, Live Entertainment is who put it out. I'm sure the rights were bought by some other major studio later on, but really good classic sci-fi movie. One of my favorites. It's in the top 10 of my sci-fi favorites. Look at that. They got Stargate and Starship Troopers a lot together. So they sold that for $12 all in. So I'm sure they made $4 or $5 off those two. So that looks like a ruby listing. Brand new one sold for about $14. There's a lot of sci-fi movies, just a lot of 5. Let's go. I need an original listing. 95. That looks like it. Here we go. And it looks like it sold for $10 all in. So yeah, that's a good. We'll list it for $9.98. So that's kind of good. That'll be $2 profit, $3 profit. Not bad. When you pick something up for 10 cents and you can turn around and sell it for $2 profit, you're was that 20 times, 20x in your money? Can't do that in the stock market. Can with Bitcoin right now. We'll see if it holds up. Been putting some money in Bitcoin, watching it grow. Alright, Stardate, June 9th. Kurt Russell, we'll leave that on there. And we'll put free shipping. Okay, had 9 characters left. That's really not a lot to play with. As long as it's over 70 characters, we're doing good. Box A3. Yeah, see, it has Artisan. It was bought by Artisan Home Entertainment, but this was the original release, it looks like. And a lot of times you can put in a UPC code, but really a lot of the original tapes that you find, the original releases, don't even have barcodes on them because they were a direct to home or direct to store shipment. Those are the original tapes. They're a little bit harder to find, but they're out there. I'm going to delete that UPC number off of there. And I'm going to put English, because this is going to sell pretty easy, so I don't need to spend a lot of time messing with the titles and whatnot. Okay, got those. It is in good condition. It's actually in very good condition, but I don't like to put that unless it has plastic around it, you know, to protect the cover. And even then your cover could be faded a little bit, but as far as condition, there's little scuff marks on the corners, so that's why I put it in good condition. But somebody would be very happy to add this one to their collection, so I'm going to go ahead and sell it to $9.98. And hopefully they add 2 more videos. So when somebody does just buy one tape from me, another thing that I do, and I'll show you just a second when I get this listed. So say a customer, they log on here and they buy Stargate just by itself. They don't add another 2 tapes for the discount. What I'll do is I'll put it in a padded envelope, and then I'll add a sales card in there, and it looks like this. And it pretty much just has my code on there. It reminds them to buy 2 get 1 free, and it tells them that it also stacks. So if they buy 4, you get 2 free. You buy 6, you get 3 free. You know, all the way up. I've had some orders that were, you know, $80. You know, because they bought 12 and got 6 free. So, and then it has my barcode right here that they can snap a picture of, and it'll take them directly to my store where they can purchase stuff. But I'll just take this little mailer, I'll write on the back, "Thank you, White Cheddar," and I'll put it in the envelope with this, so that when they get their tape, they'll say, "Oh, I didn't realize that I could buy 2 and get 1 free." So, you know, it kind of helps with repeat customers. It brings them back to your store. And so far, I've maybe had 1 or 2 repeat buyers out of, you know, all my sales over the past year. But anyway, it goes back to quality product and dependable service. So anyways, that's a good looking listing. And next up, we got One True Thing. Never seen this one. Looks like a rom-com. Siskel and Ebert give it 2 thumbs up. If you know who those guys are. So there's 120 listings, not real popular. And we'll go to sold. Looks like brand new one sold for $12, but see, they put rare and out of print, and that's a new one that sold brand new. So I'm just gonna go with change this title. VHS 99. We'll leave in Meryl Streep. Delete the rest. Free shipping. Buy 2, get 1 free. Okay. And our pictures. Copy these. Almost done. Got 1 more after this. Start my printer up. I gotta print some stuff. Okay, it's gonna go in box A3. Copy the title. Interesting, universal drama, English. The actor is Meryl Streep, William Hurt. Looks good. Formula rental. Nope. And let's see. I could probably write an AI app to do these listings for me, but I kind of enjoy it. It's kind of a meditative thing going through these listings. I don't know, I guess it gives you a sense of productivity, like you're actually doing something with your day when, you know, honestly, like, it's passive, but it's not passive. But it's just a VHS and chill. You know, it's fun to do. Kind of keeps my brain sharp. This was a common, so we're just going to do 748. That's as low as we go. Low can you go? How low can you go? 748. That's how low I can go. That's about as low as I can go and keep profit. I could actually go to 698, but I wouldn't make anything. I mean, I might make a dime, but okay. Looks good. And then last for today, we have, it's an X-Men tape. And I believe this tape was a promo item from Pizza Hut. I think if you bought a large pizza or something, it was during the, I don't know, they were releasing these VHS tapes. So you actually could only get this tape at a Pizza Hut, I believe. But I haven't done much research on it. I just kind of looked at it once. So I'm going to put X-Men VHS. Yeah, there it is. X-Men Pizza Hut VHS. Yeah, see, they had a multiple. This is number 2 in the collection. So number 1 was Night of the Sentinels. So let's see if there's a number 2 in here. Yeah. Don't see a number 2. Where is that? Oh, there it is, right here. No, that's number. They messed up on that one. They got a number 1 box with a number 2 tape in it. So that listing is wrong. You are wrong. It's right there, but that's in a 2 lot. Right here, number 2. It's a sponsored listing, sell it for $10. We'll sell it for 10, I think. So is that a new one? No. Don't matter really. Just kind of a fun tape though. You know, if you think about it, back when we were kids, you know, Mom would go out on the weekends or on Friday night, and it was always ordering a Pizza Hut pizza and a couple VHS tapes from the rental store. So it'd be cool to, when you got pizza, that you had just another tape to watch on X-Men. It looks like it's kind of a documentary. It says this tape contains an exclusive 5-minute roundtable discussion featuring famous Marvel personalities: Stan Lee, Scott Lebdell, Fabian, I'm not even going to butcher that, and Bob Horse. So it's kind of a little 5-minute documentary, it looks like. Maybe show some scenes from some X-Men, but it's a cool little find I found. I don't even remember where I found this tape, but I think it was at a garage sale. Pretty sure it was a garage sale. Because you can pick up VHS tapes for a dime all day long at garage sales. You just have to tell them, like, all I can pay is a dime. And they're like, just take it. Nobody wants VHS anymore unless they're collectors. So a lot of people inherit their parents' VHS collections, just boxes of shit, you know, that they have to deal with. So usually I put listings on Facebook or whatnot that says, hey, I buy your parents' old vintage media. I got fair prices, and that's where I found that last lot, that 1,000 or 1,400, 1,500 tapes was just from a guy who inherited a collection and I needed to get rid of it. So I got a real good deal on that. $140, so about a dime a piece, plus some storage units or some storage racks for VHS tapes. Kind of like that one in the background or over there. I don't know. Pizza Hut, X-Men, VHS. I'm going to leave this title. I'm going to delete. I'm going to delete all that. I got to put a year in here. Pizza Hut, VHS. I'll put X-Men number 2 right here. And then I'll put VHS. What year was this? It was 93. Yeah, I was 13 years old, so I bet this pizza and VHS on Friday nights. Free shipping. I have to delete this. I might be able to fit it. Not quite. I'll just put the word promo because it was a promotional tape. That might. We'll see. That was in box 83. Not rated. English. I'm gonna go ahead and put Stanley on here. That's a good keyword. And it was a promo. One more round, no. Okay. And let's put our store. Looks good. Alright, condition. And 998. It's gonna sell. I'm gonna manifest it. I'm gonna throw it out there into the ether. It will sell. Alright, list it. Okay. That's a good looking listing. Who wouldn't want to buy that? So cool, that's all of our listings today. So won't have to do it till next week. Let's look at VHSs again. Oh, there's our listings. Looks good. See, these people just a countertop, you know. This person's really lazy. They just have a pick your choice of 3 for $13. So it just gives you a list of movies, and then you send them a message, say I want these 3 movies, and that's how he does it. But 3 movies, it's, you know, he's $19, about $19 all in. You know, I guess that's one way to do it. But I prefer my method. I think it looks a lot cleaner, a lot better. The customer actually knows what they're going to get. They know that I've actually held the tape, looked at it, inspected it. You know, I think my listings look a lot better. Somebody just listed that one. But yeah, those are pretty cool. Any more new listings? I sold a Happy Gilmore the other day. They got a new one coming out July 20 something. The second Happy Gilmore movie's coming out. I'm excited to see that. Might have to burn that onto VHS. Who knows? I sell a lot of Matrix, a lot of Independence Day sales. So So anyways, yeah, that's the listing for the week. Appreciate you watching. If you stuck around this long, like, subscribe to my channel below. I'm gonna do these lives, like I said, on my day off. I also got a couple other shows I do. One's called I'm Taking My 30. It's my trucking kind of podcast where I just take a break while I'm working, a 30-minute break, and kind of talk about that industry of trucking. So maybe you're interested in that, or maybe you come over here from that video. I appreciate it. But then I'm going to start recording a little bit more of my garden videos and some permaculture principles that I've kind of implemented in my life. I'm trying to build a channel that kind of revolves around what it's called is surviving capitalism. Like, how do we survive when it seems like the world's all falling apart and there's all this crazy stuff going on? Well, I want to create a podcast that says, like, all those systems and all those things that you're in fear of, just withdraw from all those systems and try to get yourself as far away from, reacting with a lot of that government and the media and all that stuff. Just withdraw and get back to basic principles of life, like a garden or having a small store, or little things you can do. Of course, your vocation, your job. Just focus on your calories and your productivity on making the world around you and your neighbors a better place. So that's going to kind of be the basis of that podcast. Is more of a survivalist podcast on how do we survive in this economy, how are we going to survive looking forward as prices go up and down, all that crap that they spew out to drive fear. I'm going to kind of make a place where people can come to say, like, yeah, I don't need to worry about all that. I'm just going to do what Cheddar's doing over here. Just focus on myself, my family, my neighbors, and hopefully people will tune in. That I've got a lot of content and scripts made. It's just getting organized because I'm a very ADD organized. I've got to be structured, disciplined, routine on things. I got to build a system of doing things. So I got to build a system of recording those videos, kind of like I did with the I'm Taking My 30. It might be a little bit longer format. It might be an hour-long video, but it's going to be produced and scripted. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, thanks again for watching. Check back every 5 or 6 days. If you want to hit the bell notification down below, it'll let you know when I put a new video up. Not asking you to do that. All I ask is to like and maybe put a comment down that you enjoyed the video, or maybe you learned something. Put that down. It helps me out in the algorithms. What else? Got a Discord server. There'll be a link down in the description below. My Discord's where my homies chill. So if you're watching this video, you're obviously a homie. So just, you can go over to that Discord channel and just pop up messages, join that, and I'm pretty much on there all the time. That's kind of what I use to communicate with. But yeah, join that. I'll put a link down in the description. And again, thanks for watching. Keep the shiny side, or got to do my outro, which is keep your head on a swivel, keep the shiny side up, and I'll talk to you later.